you're looking for things to sell that are hot right now, then this video is for you. This video, I'm going to share with you 9 different features that are selling like crazy when it comes to Y2K items. If you're new to the channel, my name is Lee Meyer. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 4, and I've made well over $100,000 flipping used clothes and other items on sites like eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. And now I'm on a mission to help at least 1,000 resellers be able to hit that $100,000 mark for themselves. To help you out, I've got a load of free goodies for you. You'll find them down here in the description below this video. This includes things like my best brands list, the list of 150 brands that has led me to the $100,000 mark and beyond. You'll also find a link to sign up for my free $100,000 reseller challenge. In that free challenge, I show you exactly how to hit $100,000 for yourself this year in very minimal time. This is not about putting in more hours. It's not about hustling harder. And in that free challenge, I also show you the very best things to be selling right now in today's market. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with today's topic, and that is 8 different features to look for when it comes to Y2K items. Now, Y2K items are one of the best things to be selling right now, one of the hottest things when it comes to used clothes and when it comes to vintage clothes. All right, this first feature from Y2K that we're going to be looking at are wings. Now, this is a pair of jeans from a brand that's called Raw Blue, and I saw several from this brand selling for quite a lot of money. Here's what these look like on the back. So you can see the wings coming off both of those pockets, and then those sold for $195. This is a brand that's called Sinful. This is the women's line of Affliction, and this is a zip-up jacket hoodie. There's what that looks like, and this one does have some wings on the back there of that hoodie. That one sold for $115. Now, this is another pair of jeans. This is from a brand that is called Royal Army, and then there's what those look like. So it does have the brand name across the back as well as down the side of both hips are wings. There's quite a bit of heel wear there at those cuffs. Those sold for $100. Now, this is one from a Walmart brand, No Boundaries. So you can see that No Boundaries tag there. And I love to show brands like this because they're so accessible. Literally anybody can find items like this. So here on the front, there's a cross, which is another feature that we're not going to talk about in the video, but it is really popular from around Y2K, especially with Affliction items, but you can see it also has a wing design on that around that cross. And then this one sold for $100. By the way, there's lots of these selling. This isn't just a one-time deal where one Walmart item sold for this much. There's several of these selling for right around that $100 price point. This is a pair of shorts from a brand that is called Victorious. Here's what these look like. They, again, have the cross on the back pockets, but they also have those flags or those wings down both hips, and then those sold for $75. Now, this is a pair of leggings from Victoria's Secret. So you can see there, and they are a size small. So I want to point that out. They are a fold over yoga pant. And then there across the back of the waist, there's where you'll find those wings all done in sequins. And that sold for $90. And there were a few of these selling for $50 to the $100 price point. Now, the next feature that we're going to be looking at are daisy flowers. So this is from a brand that's called Elon or Elon, and you can see the tag here is kind of papery where it has, made in USA as well as the size. And this is a set that's a top as well as the skirt. And with this, I'm going to go back to this picture, but this is really kind of a stretchy material. I wish I could have you feel this. And then the flowers are a little bit raised, and you can see how they're cracking just a little bit. So this was a common construction in the Y2K, like late 90s, early 2000s. And this set sold for $45 for essentially kind of a no-name brand. This is from Coach. There's the tag on the inside if you haven't seen that before, the leather patch, and it has the number stamped into it. And this bag has that daisy pattern on the outside of it. That one sold for $180. This is a pair of Doc Marten sandals. You can see that they're starting to come apart a little bit there at the sides. But this one has that daisy flower cut out of it, and these are really popular. Doc Martens, as well as other brands, are selling for over the $100 price point. This one sold for $116, even in the condition where it's starting to come apart a little bit. This is from Lucky Brand. You're going to see this brand throughout this video, and this is just a zip up hoodie, and it has the daisy design to it. It's also very colorful. Good keywords in here, by the way, like Woodstock and hippie, flower power. They could have also used maybe even dopamine or colorful. This one sold for $125. By the way, these are all sold items that we're looking at. You'll see the sold diagonal here across all of the photos. And then we're only looking at items where a best offer was not accepted. Sometimes I do show items where best offer is accepted, but there will be a strike through across that price, and then there will be additional words where it says best offer accepted. So for those of you who are saying these didn't really sell, or these didn't sell for that much, yes, they did. And you can go and double check these for yourself. Now, by the way, one of the tricks to getting your items found is using the right keywords. And that is really important to get your items in front of the right buyer. So I do have a poster to help you out. It makes it super simple to type up your listings in a matter of seconds. I'm going to link to that poster over here. This is another pair of Doc Martens. You can see here on the bottom what that looks like, as well as where it says made in England. And these are a pair of slide sandals, and they've got this daisy design to them where it's a green background and then white and yellow flower. Those sold for $100. The next feature that we're going to be looking at is the yin and yang symbol, and there is on the back of a pair of Jinko shorts. It's embroidered on the back of that pocket. There's that tag photo again, and then those sold for $265. So for whatever reason, that symbol was really popular. I'm not really sure why. This is from Walt Disney World. This is just a t-shirt, and this one has Mickey Mouse on it with that yin yang symbol there as Mickey's head. That one sold for $37. This is a t-shirt from a brand called A-Lab. It's a crop top, and it has some symbols that were really, popular. The yin yang symbol, as well as a smiley face that's upside down, and then a daisy style flower. That one sold for $30. This is from Jinko. This is a hoodie, and it has that symbol on the front with water, and then one on the back with fire, and that one sold for $110. This is another item that is from Lucky Brand. So the tag just says Lucky, but the RN number does belong to Lucky Brand. And here's that yin and yang symbol in a heart shape. That one sold for $35. I want to take a second to invite you to the Empowered Reseller membership. If you're looking for support and accountability, this is where it's at. This is where I'm able to give personal help. It's where I'm able to answer questions, even do things like store reviews, account reviews, listing reviews, and it comes with a huge course vault as well as a supportive community. And I'm so excited to be able to welcome you into the community soon. The next feature that we're looking at are dragons. Now, this is a kind of no-name brand. It's called Trust. It has some characters here as well. I'm assuming it says Trust. I'm not really sure, but this one has some tigers as well as dragons on it. And this one sold for $45. Now, Harley Davidson does have a lot of items with different of these features from Y2K that we're going to be talking about in this video. And this one does have a dragon design on it. So it's got a dragon with a motorcycle rider here with his shield up. Here is another view of the back of this. This one is Smoky Mountain. Harley Davidson is what it says, Tennessee. That one sold for $45. This is a pair of jeans from Ed Hardy. So there's the tag there on the back. And these do have quite a bit of wear down at the bottom of these cuffs, a little bit of holes starting to wear through, but it has this huge dragon embroidered across the seat of these jeans, and then those sold for $125. This is a pair of jeans from a brand that is called Ice Pull, and this one has that dragon design embroidered on it as well at the bottom of one of the legs. It also has some really big pockets, which is also indicative of Y2K era items. This one sold for $200. So certainly don't restrict yourself to just Jinko branded jeans. There's tons of other different brands that are selling for, $100+. Now this one is a dress. It says the Priscilla collection, and this one has a huge dragon down the whole length of this maxi dress. dress. It also has what is called a mesh overlay, so you can see how it's kind of see-through there at the bottom. It does have an open back. That one sold for $150 with one bid on it. By the way, I will always try to point out if these are auction items. If I don't, then they are fixed price. So this just means that the seller started bids at 150 and had one bidder, that bid that asking price. This is another item from Lucky Brand. This is a pair of pants that has a dragon design down both legs. So one large dragon as well as one down the other leg. And then that one sold for $115. This is a hoodie from a brand that's called Spiral. It says spiraldirect.com. So that website does tell me it's a little bit newer of an item likely. There's the front of that hoodie, and then here's the back with a different style dragon on it, and then that one sold for $100. This is from a brand that is called Liquid Blue, and this one has a what's called double-sided design. So here's the front, and then there's the back is kind of a snake or maybe dragon, and then there's that liquid blue tag. That one sold for $100. This is a pair of jean shorts from a brand that's called Ignition. So you can see the tag there. The back of this has a snake with maybe a dragon head, or maybe it's just a snake. I'm not really sure on this one. That one sold for $155. And that's another example of, a non-Jinko brand that's selling for over that $100 price point with that similar style to Jinko. Now, this is one that looks very similar to that liquid blue t-shirt that we just looked at, but believe it or not, this is actually a Fruit of the Loom t-shirt, and this is not even made in the USA. So it's Fruit of the Loom heavy cotton, and then down here you can see made in Dominican Republic. Here is what that shirt looks like on the front, and then the back has a knight riding a horse with his sword up and his shield out. They're defending himself. That one sold for $100. You're seeing it here in the title, all over print. AOP is the abbreviation that a lot of sellers use. Now, this is a pair of slide sandals that are platforms, and this one also has dragons on it. So you can see that design there. It's from a brand called NYLA. This one sold for $230. This is a leather jacket from a brand that I believe is called Blues with a Z. And it's a leather jacket, but it has dragons embroidered in white thread all over this jacket, front and back. That one sold for $275. This is a pair of jeans from the brand BB. And this one has a dragon down the whole right leg of the jean. There's what that looks like opened up. It does have a little bit of flaws there in the threading with some of those starting to pull out. That one sold for $89. The next feature that we're going to look at are butterflies. Butterflies were really big with hair clips and really featured on a lot of clothing items as well. So this is from Betsy Johnson. This is a tank top with a milkmaid top there across the top of it. And then the bottom, that's where you're going to see that butterfly design. That one sold for $100. This is a two-piece set from a brand that's called Tape Measure. That is a USA brand. And this is a mini dress with a matching blazer. And this one has an all-over butterfly print. I'm noticing it also looks like it has maybe a caterpillar there, here and there in between those butterflies. That one sold for $95. This is a bag from Juicy Couture. There's lots of these selling from the Y2K era, but I wanted to specifically look at this butterfly pattern on this. There are some stains there with that butterfly. You're seeing some sequins. Those are embroidered on. That bag sold for $400. This is a dress from a brand called Rhapsody. You can see how the tag is kind of papery, and that is really kind of common for Y2K era, and even 90s items. So this is a dress that has butterflies on it. It's also a mesh overlay like the dragon dress that we looked at a little bit ago, but you can see that mesh overlay there. And this maxi dress went for $174. Now, this is an item from Forever 21. Not the best picture of the tag there, but this is basically a butterfly that's sequined and then kind of strapped to the wearer with straps that tie on the back. And that one sold for $90 for, a Forever 21 item. This is from Let's Seal, and this is a tank top, and it has these butterflies done in sequins across the front of it. That one sold for $75. Again, another kind of mall brand. If you're looking for other mall brands, I'm going to link to a video up here where I go even more in depth on different mall brands to be on the lookout for. Now, there were lots of different stores that sold these same butterfly dresses. So you're going to see those similar items under, other labels as well. This one actually does not have a label, at least pictured in these photos. So there's what that looks like. It's literally just a butterfly, tied to the person wearing it. That one sold for $65. Now, if you're enjoying learning about vintage clothing to sell, it's one of the most lucrative niches to be in, especially when it comes to clothes. And I do have a complete guide where I give you 150 different brands and items to be on the lookout for. It includes all of the tag photos, everything you need to know exactly what you're looking for when you're outsourcing. I'm going to link to that resource over here. Next feature that we're going to be looking at is skeletons. This is from Harley Davidson. This is a zip up sweatshirt. It's got skeletons up and down both arms, as well as there on the chest. That one went for $125. This is from a brand that is called Beyond the Limit. So there's that tag there for you at the neck. And this one is a hoodie that has skeleton skulls all over it. And then that one went for $150. Again, they're using that keyword all over print. This is from Ed Hardy. So there's the tag in the back of these jeans, and these have skulls there on the back of each pocket embroidered on, as well as that leather patch at the back. And that pair of jeans went for $150. This is from Tap Out, and there's the tag there for you. This is a zip up hoodie, and you can see the skulls there on this. That one sold for almost $20. This is from a brand that is called Archaic, so you can see it right there, and then it's in reverse over on that side. And this one has a skull up at the top near the neckline. It says Archaic there on the back. That one went for $150. This is from MMA Elite, so there's the tag there. And then on the back of this sweatshirt, you're going to see a skull right there at the center, as well as some eagles here on the side. That one sold for $140. This is one that is actually unbranded. So there's several different skulls on this one, but that one sold for $135. If we come down here into the branding, this actually, they did list it as an unbranded item. This is from a brand that's called Metal Militia. I'm not sure if I'm saying that one correct, but there is the skull there on the front wearing a hat. That one sold for almost $50. This is from a brand that is called Black Wing. So there's the tag there, and then you can see all of those skulls there across the hood of that jacket as well as across the top. And that hoodie went for $130. This is a brand that's called Famous Stars and Straps. And there's what that looks like. This is another all over print item. So you're seeing that as a theme throughout a lot of these items. That one went for $160. This is from Faded Glory. Unfortunately, this one does not have the best pictures. There's the tag photo a little bit blurry. These pictures are a little bit dark. Down in the description below this video, you'll find a link to the lighting kit that I use, but lighting kits can be a huge help. So use that link. It is an affordable lighting kit, but it works and it definitely helps, especially if you're taking pictures after dark. So this one sold for $100 for a Faded Glory Walmart brand. Again, there's lots of these styles selling from different Walmart brands. Faded Glory, Route 66, and similar Walmart brands. This is actually a Route 66 Walmart hoodie that we're going to look at. This is a full zip, and you can see the skeleton there on the front of it. That one sold for almost $100. This is from a brand that's called Top Heavy, and this one has a design of the skulls across the front of it as well as on the sleeves of both arms. That one sold for almost $6. This is a hoodie from a brand that's called Silver Point. Unfortunately, this one tag was cut out, but I do have another item to show you from this brand, so you'll get to see that tag here in a second. So you can see the skeleton there on the front of that, and then that one sold for almost $80. The next design feature that we're going to look at are sunflowers. And this is a cardigan sweater from Express. And there's what that sweater looks like. You can see those huge yellow sunflowers across this. That one sold for $99, almost $100. This is a pair of sneakers from Converse, high tops, and those sold for $35. I'm surprised these didn't sell a little bit more for a little bit more, but it could be that the seller did make a mistake when it came to pricing these items. Now, if you're brand new to reselling, I do have an Ultimate Reseller starter kit that covers everything you need to start bringing in those first sales. It even comes with all of the support of the membership included if you go with the starter kit plus. I'm going to link to that over here. This is a mesh see-through top from a brand that's called Anxiety. There's what that top looks like there. That one sold for $36 there with that sunflower pattern. This is another sweater. This is from a brand called Susan Bristol, and that one has sunflowers all over it, cardigan. That one sold for $50. This is from the brand LEI, and this is a pair of overalls, and it does have some sunflowers here embroidered onto the top of those overalls. Those went for $45. This is a dress from a brand called Ronnie Nicole. And there's what that dress looks like. It is a all over sunflower print. That one sold for $60. Now, this is a brand that I'm not familiar with. I'm going to have to do some more research on this one, but this is a pair of jeans. What you're looking at is the tag at the back of the waistband. And then there on the back is a tag that looks very similar to Levi's. These do have embroidered sunflowers on these jeans, on the front as well as the back of these jeans. And then this one, there's the back there for you. That one sold for $285. So definitely one that I'm going to do a little bit more research. Make sure that you subscribe. You don't miss out on future videos where I'll be talking about that. This is another one from Express, and this one has more of a mini sunflower print. So I'll zoom in on that print there for you. And then that one sold for almost $40, $39. This is from Rampage address there. You're seeing that kind of papery tag again. And then there's what that dress looks like with that sunflower pattern all over. That one sold for $60 essentially. This is from Jinko. The next feature that we're going to be looking at is flames. And so flames are evident in a lot of different brands, but especially Jinko. So there's the tag there for you. And then these happen to have dice, flaming dice, we'll call them. This pair of jeans actually does have a lot of holes to it. So I'm going to zoom in on that. And you can see the number of holes across the top of those jeans, as well as where they're down at both cuffs, heavy frame. Those sold for $375. Now, this is silver point tag that I mentioned a little bit ago. So there's what it looks like in the neck. And this is a flame shirt. So you see the flames up the body of the shirt as well as the sleeves. That one went for $70. This is a Jinko item that is a hoodie, and there's flaming dice there on the back as well as an 8-ball. That one sold for $200. This is another Harley Davidson t-shirt. There's the tag there for you. And then it's got flames down both arms. And then there's the back of that, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That one went for $150. This is a pair of shoes with a flame design on them. There's what they look like on the bottom. It says Muro, M-U-R-O. There's those shoes for you. They've got a little bit of scuffing there at the toes, but those went for $130. This is a pair of boots from Harley Davidson with a flame design. So you can see there on the bottom, Harley Davidson, the tag on the inside is pretty well worn off. You can make it out on the hardware, the brand name there. And you can see here on the toes that they do have quite a bit of scuffing, especially on that left boot. And then here's what these look like. You can see the flames up the ankles there of those boots and around the toe. Those went for $120. This is from a brand, I'm not sure how to say this one, Sweat Sato or something like that, but I did see a few of these selling, and these are a velour track set, jacket and pants, and it does have a flame on the back. That one went for $123. This is from West Coast Choppers, Jesse Who, and this one's got skulls as well as flames. So a lot of these features we're talking about do have a lot of overlap, and that one went for $125. This is from Nike. So there's the tag there, just kind of a standard Nike tag, a yellow shirt with flames on it. It does, by the way, also have a center swoosh on that. So you'll see that there. And for whatever reason, that center swoosh is is trending, probably just due to the age of the item. And you'll see that here in the title as well, center swoosh. That one went for $130. This next item is from Billabong. This is a hoodie. There's what that looks like. It's got flames there at the center, another center logo for you. And then there's flames down both sleeves. That one sold for $100. This is from Von Dutch. So there's the tag. It is made in the USA. Same designer as Ed Hardy, by the way. And here is what this shirt looks like. You can see the flames on both of those. You can also see a wing design there at the chest. That one went for $160. This is from Oakley, a pair of shorts. So there's the tag there, and then this has flames on both legs, and that sold for $100. This is another item from Harley Davidson, a t-shirt, and with this one, you're noticing a little bit of flames here across the back of that. That one sold for $175. This is a pair of jeans. This is a pair of jeans from No Boundaries, aka Walmart. You can see a little bit here on the back of a flame embroidery. Not the best photos with these jeans. Unfortunately, they did not get a tag photo with this one, but you can see that's literally all there is to these are big pockets, wide legs, and that embroidered flame design. Those sold for $80 for a Walmart brand. This is a Harley Davidson hoodie that you're looking at. This one is double tagged, so there is a Harley Davidson as well as a jersey tag underneath. I'm not sure if that was sewn in after the fact or what the deal with that is, but there's what that looks like with flames down the side as well as Harley Davidson and a tiger in flames on there at the chest. That one sold for $190. This is from Lost Enterprises. This is a sweater, and I do want to point out that it is made in Korea. If you saw that there on the tag, normally a country that I would typically stay away from, but there are several items that I've seen recently, especially from the Y2K era, that are selling, and just has to do with, by the Y2K era, there were several items, or there are a lot of items that were made in Korea, and so those are starting to trend just because of the age. So there's what that sweater looks like, just flames up the side of that. That sold for $60. This is from Jinko, and this one has a flame design with their crown. And again, those big pockets, wide legs that they're known for, those sold for $1,000. By the way, Jinko is one of the fastest brands to sell. It does make a really good item to auction. If you're looking for other items that sell quickly, then I have compiled them all together in my fastest selling brands. I'm going to link to that over here. This is a pair of shoes called Shasha, something like that. There's the tag there for you, but these do have a lot of wear. So I'm going to zoom in on those, and you can see that it's cracking and peeling. There's some even staining. There's more cracking here, and these do have a flame design. They are black and white. You can see how worn those are, how much cracking those have. And then those sold for $89. The next feature that we're going to look at is a tribal design. So this is a sweatshirt from Top Heavy. I do want to point out a hole up here. And then here is this kind of tribal design as well as that skull. So again, a lot of these features do overlap that we're talking about, but this one has so much wear to this jacket. And then this one sold for $120, even with that amount of wear to it. This is a Bob Dylan item. Unfortunately, there's not a great tag photo with this, but you can see that tribal pattern on the arms as well as at the center. That one sold for $132. This is a no. This is an unbranded item, and it's got a tribal design here as well as a skull. See if I can get a little bit better picture of that for you. And down here in the item specifics, this is where they actually put the brand as Y2K. So that's kind of what tells me it's unbranded, as well as they didn't take any sort of tag picture. But that one sold for $135 just because it is from Y2K, and it does have those features like the skull and that tribal pattern. This is another sweatshirt from Jinko. So there's the tag tag there. With this one, it's got Jinko across the front of it, as well as sort of a tribal design there on the arm that kind of looks like a lion or tiger. That one sold for $125. This is a Harley Davidson t-shirt. So again, lots of these Y2K features are popping up on these Harley Davidson items. And again, they do overlap a lot. So there's skulls as well as flames. Here's the back of that shirt. And then that one sold for $100. Thank you so much for watching. I'd love to know, what is the best Y2K item that you have found? Let me know in the comments below. Again, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, as well as consider subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't yet signed up for that free $100,000 reseller challenge, you're going to want to do that now. This is not about you working harder. It's not about you hustling harder or putting in more time. It's just about having the right strategy. And again, you'll find the link to sign up for that free challenge down here in the description below this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video soon.